Hi guys, my name is Amrish. You are watching Gourmet at Home. Today I will be preparing a dish from the beautiful state of Kashmir, the state which is not only known for its beauty and serenity but also known for its rich and aromatic cuisine. The cuisine which has an influence of Mughals from Central Asia. The extreme weather conditions made food habits predominantly non-vegetarian for the people living in this state. Mutton and chicken are the preferred meat. Though there are a lot of vegetarian delicacies too, but they are seasonal. The dish that I will be preparing today is Marsh Wangan Kurma. It's a Kashmiri style lamb stew which has got a lot of Kashmiri red chilies. And as we all know that Kashmiri red chilies are not very spicy, they are mild in comparison to any other chilies found in India. And these chilies add a nice bright red color to the curries. This dish is considered as one of the highlights of Kashmiri Wazwan. The dishes that are prepared in Wazwan are considered to be point of art and pride for the Kashmiri culture. We will talk more about Kashmiri Wazwan in between the cooking. So let's start making Marsh Wangan Kurma. For this recipe of Marsh Wangan Kurma, I will be requiring some aromatic spices like cinnamon, cardamom, clove, fennel powder, ginger powder, and the most important ingredient, that is the Kashmiri chili paste and the mutton. So in the first step, we'll boil the mutton and we'll clean all the impurities. And also we should not feel that strong taste of mutton coming in the curry because of the fat. And we'll put off the flame and remove the mutton. After boiling the mutton and removing all the impurities, we will go to the second step of the recipe where we will saute some ginger garlic paste and continue cooking mutton along with some Kashmiri chili paste, brown onion paste and some hung curd. So I will start by adding 2 tablespoons of oil to the cooking pot. The oil is ready now. At this stage, I will add 2 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste. After the ginger garlic paste, I will add approximately 3 tablespoons of brown onion paste. After the brown onion paste, I will put 4 teaspoons of hung curd. Along with that, I will put half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. I always prefer to use hung curd in my kurmas because they give a nice texture and a body to the kurma, and also they don't split while cooking. After sauteing the brown onion and the hung curd, I will add mutton. I will add 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. After adding the coriander powder, I will add 2 to 3 tablespoons of Kashmiri chili paste. Along with that, I will add some water. After adding the water, we'll just give one nice mix in the pot. This chili paste I have prepared by removing the stem, de-seeded the chilies, boiled them in water twice, grinded them in a blender along with some water and oil. The leftover chili paste I will be using in my next recipe. You can also make small packets of the chili paste, store them in your freezer, and you can use it whenever you want to use them in your curries. And this will give you better results than chili powder. After adding the water, now the curry is simmering in the pot. At this stage, we'll put the whole spices, green cardamom, cinnamon, clove, bay leaf, and we will cover the pot. In most of the North Indian curries, we add the whole spices in the oil. But in Kashmiri cuisine, they always prefer to add the whole spices or the crushed spices when the curry is simmering, because that gives a very refreshing flavor of the spices in the curry. Wazwan is not only a ritual, it's a ceremony, it's a celebration for Kashmiris. The food is cooked overnight under the guidance of Vastwaza, who is the head chef. In total, 36 dishes are prepared, out of which 15 to 30 are meat-based dishes. Wazwan is served on a dastarkhan in a group of 4, a traditional Kashmiri-style cushioned sitting on the floor. The meal is served on a round thali known as tarami, mounded by rice in the center, surrounded by kebabs and kurmas. There are 7 must dishes in every Wazwan. They are rishta, rogan josh, tabak mas, dhaniwal kurma, gushtaba, aab gosht and the marshwangan kurma. We will be covering some of those famous dishes in our coming videos. The curry is nice bright red in color and the mutton is almost cooked. At this stage, I will put some powdered spices to infuse more flavor in the kurma. So I will add half a teaspoon of fennel powder, 1/4 teaspoon of green cardamom powder, 1/4 teaspoon of ginger powder and some dry mint leaves. At this stage, I will add 3 teaspoons of ghee and cover the pot for another 3 to 4 minutes so that the flavors can be infused in the curry. In the meantime, I will share some information with you on Kashmiri red chilies. They are considered to be good for health, good source of vitamin C and antioxidants, amazing detoxifier, aids in digestion, gives warmth to the body. When you are buying the Kashmiri red chilies in the market, look for bright red color. Go for even sized chilies, and if the chilies are in the packet, look for the packaging date. When you are storing the chilies at home, always store the chilies in airtight container. Keep them away from light and heat. Also keep them away from the humidity. I think the kurma is done. Let me open the pot and experience some flavors and aromas of marshwangan kurma. I can sense some aromas of green cardamom, cinnamon, fennel and clove. And of course the bright red color which is contributed by Kashmiri red chilies. This is the time we will plate the marshwangan kurma in a traditional style with some saffron pulao. I have garnished the saffron pulao with some almonds, pistachios and fried onions. So let's start with the marshwangan kurma. So you can see the curry has got the nice bright red color. After serving the curry, let me place the pieces of mutton on the side along with the curry. A drizzle of ghee will always give a nice look and adds on to the flavor of the kurma. And now garnish the marshwangan kurma with some fresh coriander leaves and seasonal greens and dry crushed mint leaves. Winters are coming and marshwangan kurma will be the perfect dish coming out of your kitchen in this season. I will be sharing some more recipes from this beautiful state of Kashmir. Looking forward to see you again in our next episode of Gourmet at Home.